Lil Nas X just called his jail time terrifying, and for good reason. Days ago, one of music's biggest stars was arrested nearly naked on a Los Angeles street, accused of attacking police officers and now facing serious felony charges. This isn't a publicity stunt. This is a scandal that could change his career forever. So what really happened that night? Why did it spiral so fast? And what does his emotional statement reveal about what's coming next? Stay with me, because by the end, you'll see why fans are calling this the most shocking moment of his career. Let's rewind to that chaotic night on Ventura Boulevard, because that's where everything started to unravel. August 21st, just after sunrise in Los Angeles, witnesses began to notice a familiar face stumbling down Ventura Boulevard. Lil Nas X, one of the most recognizable figures in pop culture, wasn't dressed for a casual morning walk. He was nearly naked, just underwear, cowboy boots, and a traffic cone that he reportedly placed on his head in a bizarre moment that stunned onlookers. Videos began circulating almost instantly. You see him staggering, confused, almost like he's caught between performance art and a mental breakdown. For a second, fans weren't sure if this was another calculated stunt. After all, Lil Nas X has always thrived on shocking imagery, or if something more serious was happening. That uncertainty ended when police arrived. Officers confronted him after multiple calls reported disturbing behavior. What followed was chaos. Reports say Lil Nas X charged at the officers, allegedly injuring 3 of them in the struggle. The scene escalated so quickly that paramedics were called, suspecting he may have been under the influence or experiencing a medical crisis. Instead of being quietly escorted away, Lil Nas X was taken first to a hospital for evaluation, and then to jail. Think about that for a moment. A superstar who just months earlier was performing for thousands of fans, now handcuffed and facing felony charges in Los Angeles. And here's the thing. What happened in those few chaotic minutes didn't just end that morning. It set off a chain reaction that could follow him for years. Because once the legal system got involved, this turned into something far more serious than a strange viral video. If you're just tuning in, hit that subscribe button right now. Because this isn't just about one wild night. It's a developing story that's going to keep unfolding. And I'll be here breaking it down every step of the way. So what exactly did prosecutors charge him with? Let's dive into the legal fallout, because that's where things get even more intense. The aftermath of the arrest was anything but simple. Prosecutors wasted no time stacking charges against Lil Nas X. In total, he's facing 4 felonies, 3 counts of battery on a police officer with injury, and 1 count of resisting an executive officer. These aren't minor offenses. Each carries the possibility of serious prison time. If convicted on all counts, Lil Nas X could be looking at up to 5 years behind bars. For a Grammy-winning artist who's been on top of the world, the idea of trading the stage for a cell is almost unthinkable. But that's the reality hanging over him right now. His legal team quickly entered a plea of not guilty. They framed the incident as an aberration, insisting it was completely out of character for the star. His attorney painted a picture of someone overwhelmed in the moment, rather than a violent aggressor. But prosecutors see it differently. For them, the image is clear. A celebrity who lashed out, hurt multiple officers, and needs to face consequences. Bail was set at $75,000, which he posted quickly, but even freedom came with strings attached. A judge ordered Lil Nas X into an outpatient drug rehabilitation program, hinting that authorities believe substances may have played a role in the incident. This legal fallout does more than threaten his career. It raises questions about his stability, his choices, and how the public will perceive him moving forward. Because even if he avoids prison, the damage to his reputation could last far longer. But while lawyers battled over charges, the world waited for one thing: Lil Nas X himself. What would he say after all of this? And when he finally spoke, his words revealed just how shaken he really was. For days, Lil Nas X said nothing. Fans speculated, memes circulated, and tabloids filled the silence with their own narratives. Some called it a meltdown. Others suggested it was another publicity stunt gone wrong. The silence only made the mystery grow. Then finally, he spoke. Through Instagram, Lil Nas X shared his first public statement. It was short but powerful. These last 4 days have been terrifying, but your girl is gonna be okay. She's going to be all right. Those words hit differently. On one hand, they were reassuring. He wanted fans to know he was safe. But the use of the word terrifying stripped away the flashy persona and revealed someone who had just gone through a truly frightening experience. Fans flooded the comments. Some expressed heartbreak at seeing him so vulnerable. Others offered prayers, encouragement, and a reminder that mental health comes before fame. But there were also critics, people questioning whether the statement downplayed the seriousness of allegedly attacking police officers. Either way, his words reignited the conversation. And in that moment, the narrative shifted from what happened to what's next. And that's where this story gets even more complicated, because this isn't just about one arrest, it's about the bigger picture. The pressures of fame, the weight of celebrity, and the thin line between a stunt and a cry for help. Lil Nas X has always thrived on pushing boundaries. From Old Town Road to his provocative music videos, he built his career on shocking the world. But the line between art and real life has always been thin. And this arrest forces a hard question. Was this another shocking moment gone too far, or was it something much deeper? The truth is, the pressure of being a global star is immense. Constant eyes on you, social media dissecting every move, fans demanding you stay at the top of your game. That kind of pressure can break even the strongest person. For someone like Lil Nas X, who has built his brand on being outrageous, the stakes are even higher. Every move has to be bigger, louder, more shocking than the last. So when people saw him wandering nearly naked with a traffic cone on his head, some wondered, was this performance art, a parody of himself, or a public breakdown? Experts point out that fame often masks deep struggles. Behind the flashy outfits and the viral moments, there's a human being who might be reaching a breaking point. And this arrest could be the moment where the world finally sees that side of him. But beyond speculation, the reality is clear. Lil Nas X is now locked into a legal battle. And with a court date set, the stakes couldn't be higher. Lil Nas X is scheduled to appear in court on September 15th. That date could decide everything, from whether he faces years in prison to whether he walks away with a slap on the wrist. His legal team is likely to push for a deal: probation, rehab, maybe even community service. Anything to avoid prison time. Prosecutors, however, might want to make an example out of him. For them, this isn't just about one celebrity, it's about showing that no one is above the law. The outcome could reshape his career. If he's convicted, endorsements could vanish, music deals could stall, and fans might drift away. But if he manages to turn this into a redemption arc, it could become the foundation of a powerful comeback. Either way, the world will be watching. So is this the end of Lil Nas X as we know him, or the beginning of his biggest transformation yet? Let's wrap this up with where things really stand. What happened to Lil Nas X isn't just a tabloid headline, it's a reminder of how fast life at the top can unravel. One morning walk spiraled into a hospital visit, felony charges, and the possibility of prison. And through it all, Lil Nas X himself admitted it was terrifying. But here's the twist. This doesn't have to be the end of his story. It could be the moment that changes everything. Some fans believe this will force him to confront deeper struggles. Others believe it will fuel a comeback bigger than anything we've seen before. Right now, we're standing at a crossroads. In just weeks, the world will know whether Lil Nas X is heading toward jail time or redemption. What do you think? Was this a one-time breakdown? Was it a publicity stunt gone too far? Or is this the start of a deeper struggle we're only just beginning to see? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next update, because this story is far from over.